Hi, Shihan Steve here. It's Mastery Monday. Today I wanted to talk to you about planning our work and working our plan, and about contingency planning. You know, it's the same thing. Rather, we're talking about planning our work week, like I've been doing here from outside the dojo this Monday morning, where we make sure that we have our whole week planned and we put in our big rocks and our meetings and our classes and important things that we got to do, and then we have all these to-dos that are important to-dos that we know will positively affect our mission and move us in the direction of our goals. And that type of planning is very, very important. You know, it's much like in our Krav Maga self-defense. We have a plan. When we are training and we learn a self-defense technique, say it's against a knife attack, and we've practiced our 360 defense and we have a plan and we know what it's supposed to look like. In both the instance of planning our week and working our plan, or in the instance of a Krav Maga stress drill or self-defense situation, we know that things do not always go as planned. So what I wanted to talk today about is contingency planning. Specifically, what do we do when what happens doesn't reflect what we hoped had happened? So when it's in our work plan, it's going to be handled much in the same way as I'm going to talk about this self-defense technique. So I'm going to actually teach by way of analogy. Because we know that say it's an upward vertical stab and we do our 360 defense and give our punch and it all works a very specific way in the training. But have you ever experienced this time when you go for it and the knife wielder does something differently and your initial intent does not work? We say in Krav Maga that first we apply the technique, but that when the technique fails, we go to principle. And when the principle goes, we go to attitude. And the point is that we do what we must do at this point in time to minimize the amount of damage that that knife is able to do and to neutralize that threat as quickly as possible. Well, I would say that managing our time is somewhat similar. It's not always going to go exactly the way we planned it. In fact, sometimes what will happen is you'll have something planned that you're really fixated on the most important thing, and something else presents itself that you didn't plan for at all, but may actually be the most important thing that you should be doing at that moment in time. It's then that we have to understand the principle, and we have to have the right attitude, and we have to do what's best for us and those that we serve at any given moment in time. Thanks for taking this time with me. Hope to see you soon. By the way, I'm looking for some potential leaders. This coming week, I'm going to be in Seattle teaching an instructor training program, but it's also the first week of our 12-week summer instructor training program at Krav Maga Martial Arts. And Sensei Thomas and Sensei Bond are going to be teaching this one for me since I'm going to be in Seattle. But man, do we got an amazing 12-week scheduled for you. If you'd like the syllabus and some more information on it, just email me at kmmasoke@gmail.com, and I look forward to seeing you soon.